Welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of British coinage as we reveal the top 2 most valuable UK 1 penny coins that are commanding big dollar values in today's auction market. These coins may come in different conditions, some aged. Let's get started. First up, the UK 1 penny from the year 1966, especially those in black shade condition. While it may seem like just another penny at first glance, this coin holds rich historical value, distinct features, and is rapidly becoming a highly desirable collector's item. And today, in auction markets across the globe, this particular coin is proving its power by commanding significant dollar value, even when it appears aged or darkened by time. If you have one of these in your collection or you've come across one in old belongings, you may just be holding onto a rare treasure that's worth much more than its face value. The 1966 UK 1 penny was issued during a fascinating and transitional period in British history. It was minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait proudly graces the obverse. This coin marks the final years of the traditional British penny before the Great Decimalisation of 1971, when the entire currency system of the United Kingdom changed forever. This coin, therefore, belongs to the last generation of pre-decimal coinage and symbolises the end of an era. The 1966 issue was one of the most widely circulated pennies of the 20th century, yet what makes it truly valuable today is not just its age or design but the condition in which it survives. Especially prized are those coins that have developed a rich black shade patina, adding a layer of vintage beauty and collectible appeal that modern coins simply cannot replicate. This 1966 penny stands out with its classic British craftsmanship. On the obverse, it features the elegant and youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, a design known for its regal simplicity and grace. On the reverse, we see Britannia seated with a trident and shield, a timeless symbol of British pride and maritime strength. The detailing, proportions, and traditional bronze composition give the coin a timeless aesthetic. Over the decades, many of these coins have aged gracefully, acquiring a distinct black shade or deep patina caused by natural environmental exposure. Far from being seen as wear or damage, this blackened tone is increasingly appreciated by collectors as a sign of authenticity, heritage, and unique character. These black shade examples have become a niche of their own, often drawing premium interest from serious collectors. While the 1966 penny may have been minted in large numbers initially, finding one today in collectible black shade condition is not easy. The vast majority were heavily circulated, worn down, or lost over time. Many were melted or discarded during the transition to decimal currency. What survives now are limited numbers, and even fewer with that beautiful dark patina that seasoned collectors actively seek. The demand is rising sharply, especially in the US, Canada, and Commonwealth countries where British coins hold historic and nostalgic value. Collectors love coins that show their age in a unique and aesthetically pleasing way, and the black-toned 1966 penny fits this demand perfectly. Even in circulated condition, the right coin with rich coloring, intact details, and solid structure becomes a hot item in today's auction market. These coins are now being seen not just as pieces of change, but as investment-grade vintage collectibles. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get really exciting. A UK 1 penny from 1966 in black shade condition is now attracting impressive figures at auctions and online markets. Depending on how well the design elements are preserved, even coins with darkened surfaces can fetch between $3,300,000, but coins with full date clarity, a well-defined Britannia, and a naturally developed patina are consistently commanding $2,900,000, especially if certified or sold through established collectors' networks. The value is steadily increasing as more collectors search for authentic vintage coins from the pre-decimal era. As the market matures and fewer of these coins remain in public hands, experts predict the value will only continue to rise in the years ahead. If you're thinking about collecting the 1966 penny or already have one, here are a few important things to keep in mind. First, do not clean. The coin B black shade is not something to remove, it is something to protect. This natural patina adds both visual appeal and historical depth. Use proper storage techniques, such as acid-free coin holders or flips, and keep the coin in a dry, cool environment to preserve its current condition. Look for coins that still show sharp edges, visible lettering, and intact details on Queen Elizabeth's portrait and Britannia's figure. If you plan to sell, Consider getting your coin appraised by a professional or submitting it for grading if it's in especially strong condition. Monitor online auctions and collector forums to stay updated on current pricing trends, and most importantly, build relationships within the numismatic community. It's the best way to learn, grow, and spot opportunities in the ever-evolving market. In conclusion, the 1966 UK 1 penny in black shade condition is far more than just an old coin. It's a symbol of a turning point in British currency history, a gorgeous artifact of Queen Elizabeth II's legacy, and a highly desirable item in today's auction markets. Whether you're a casual hobbyist, a dedicated collector, or an investor looking for unique physical assets, this penny offers history, charm, and real market value all in the palm of your hand. As more people rediscover the beauty of vintage coins, demand for these rare black patina pennies is expected to soar. So if you have one, treasure it. And if you don't, now's the perfect time to start hunting. Next up, the UK 1 penny from the year 1928, especially those that have survived in dirty or aged condition. While some might overlook these older coins due to their surface wear, collectors and investors know the truth. Age equals value, and rarity combined with historical significance makes this coin a true standout in the market today. As of right now, this vintage penny is creating waves in the auction world, fetching impressive dollar values and drawing serious attention from collectors across the globe. So whether you've discovered one in your old coin jar or you're actively hunting for rare British coins, stay tuned. This coin story is not just rich in history, but rich in value too. The 1928 UK 1 penny holds a special place in the story of British coinage. This coin was minted during the reign of King George V, a monarch who led the British Empire through one of its most transformative decades, including the aftermath of World War I. Coins from this period carry the weight of a changing world, and they are prized for their craftsmanship, symbolism, and scarcity. The 1928 penny came out during the final years of King George V's rule, marking it as a historically anchored piece from the late interwar period. What makes this coin even more significant is that it's part of the pre-decimal currency system, which was officially phased out in 1971. Every penny from this era is now part of a finished chapter in British history, one that can never be recreated. Holding a 1928 penny is like holding a time capsule of the British Empire's heritage. The design of the 1928 penny is timeless and bold. On the obverse, you'll find the left-facing portrait of King George V, designed by Bertram McKennell. His image is dignified, capturing the strength and resilience of his reign. On the reverse, we see the iconic Britannia, seated with trident in hand, shield by her side, and the sea behind her, a classic image that has come to symbolize Britain's power and identity for centuries. The lettering, spacing, and intricate detailing of the design have made this coin a standout, even in examples that are dirty or worn from age. What truly enhances its beauty is the way these features still shine through even after nearly 100 years. The darkened or soiled condition of many of these coins only adds to their vintage appeal, as serious collectors value the authenticity and natural aging that tell a story only time can write. Despite the 1928 penny being minted in reasonable numbers at the time, surviving examples today, especially in naturally aged or dirty condition, have become increasingly rare. Over time, many of these coins were lost, discarded, or melted down during wars and monetary reforms. Those that do survive often exhibit a rich patina or a layer of surface grime that tells a tale of time and travel. Far from being undesirable, these dirty condition coins are now considered genuine relics, often more appealing to traditional collectors who value character over clinical perfection. As more collectors enter the market seeking authentic vintage British coinage, demand for coins like the 1928 penny has surged. And with fewer examples in circulation every year, these coins are now considered high-demand assets, prized for their historical depth and classic British identity. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: current value in the auction market. The UK 1 penny from 1928, even in dirty or aged condition, is consistently gaining strong momentum in both UK and international coin markets. Depending on its level of detail, strike clarity, and natural wear, the coin can command anywhere from $3,800,000 in general sales. But the real excitement lies in the coins that show strong lettering, visible date, and well-preserved silhouettes. These can go for $5,400,000 or even upwards $2,900,000 when collectors are competing to complete their George V sets. And as more investors look for tangible collectibles, demand for historic coins with a century of heritage is only climbing. That's why owning a 1928 penny, even one that's seen some wear and dirt over the decades, is no longer just a hobby, it's an investment. If you're lucky enough to have a 1928 UK penny in your possession, or if you're planning to hunt one down, there are a few key things to remember to maximize its value. First, never clean the coin. Dirt and natural patina are prized by collectors, and removing them could reduce its value. Instead, store it in a safe, dry place using acid-free materials to preserve its current condition. Look for clear markings, especially around the date and Britannia's details. If possible, consider having the coin professionally evaluated or graded, especially if the design is crisp and undamaged. Keep an eye on reputable auction sites and numismatic forums where these coins frequently draw attention. The more you learn about minting styles, design elements, and collector preferences, the better prepared you'll be to identify high-potential coins and spot opportunities in the marketplace. To wrap up, the UK 1 penny from 1928 in dirty condition is far more than just a piece of bronze. It's a genuine artifact of British royal history, a beautifully aged example of traditional coinage, and a rising star in the rare coin market. Its growing value is a testament to how history, rarity, and authenticity continue to resonate with collectors and investors around the world. As auction houses and private collectors continue to place higher premiums on these vintage pieces, now is the perfect time to recognize and celebrate the worth of this coin. Whether it's sitting in your attic, tucked in a drawer, or already part of your collection, the 1928 penny could represent both a priceless piece of heritage and a powerful opportunity for future gain. Thank you so much for joining us in today's deep dive into the fascinating world of British coinage. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode on rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've seen or own a 1928 UK penny. We'd love to hear your story and help you discover its full potential. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and keep investing in the beauty of history through coins.